All right, so today I'm going to talk about two belts that I have. I'm not going to go into so much of the philosophy of why I have these belts. I'll do that in another video. It won't be specifically just pertaining to belts. It'll be just to tactical gear in general. But these two belts and what they're set up for and everything like that. Initially, they were set up to just practice pistol at the range, which have evolved into much more, into other setups with plate carriers and things like that. But both of these belts are AWS belts, which come with an inner belt, Velcro inner belt you weave through your pants, then your outer belt. Pretty common, simple setup. They're pretty affordable compared to other belts that are out there. I do believe that AWS manufactures the Ronin belt, or they did at one point, which is another very popular belt that's just like this. I went with multicam. My wife wanted the Coyote Tan. So both belts, you have your Cobra buckles. I went with the D-ring on mine. On hers, did not. The carabiner here on the side that does the hook for the gloves is just a random cheap one I found. It was either like at Walmart or Amazon, I can't remember. But just something to put hook my gloves to. When I was in corrections, I had my gloves hooked off the exact same but hook. It was just in black. And then the SKD pig gloves. I've got several different pairs of these in different colors, some winter ones, and one of my favorite gloves. Moving down to the pouches themselves are S-Tac Kiwi pouches. I just threw my SIG magazines in there. Traditionally, if we were both using this in a serious event, we'd both be running Glocks. That way we're both running the same mags, same guns, but I'm just kind of put a few different things different in there so that way you can kind of see that. So the pouches themselves don't just directly mount to the belt, and it's kind of hard to see, but these belts have this little MOLLE sleeve. So when you buy the belt, you have the option of buying other accessories with it, different pouches and stuff like that. I bought the belt pretty much slick, except for I bought these two little sleeves so I can MOLLE on the pouches. And that's how the MOLLE pouches are attached to these belts. But S-Tac, this is a narrower one. So if you're doing something with like Smith & Wesson M&P mags, the base plates and the mags will actually kind of press against each other. It's not a huge deal. You can still index the mags and do everything you need to. But that's just the one I have here. The one she has got more of a gap, so mags like that wouldn't hit. I just threw a 20 round PMag in here. Normally, actually, when I run this belt with a plate carrier, I run a 20 round mag, just because of the way the plate carrier sits and there's no interference with that. Hers, I just threw a 30 round Troy battle mag in there, just so you could see what it looks like with the difference. With mine, I went with a dump pouch. This one is a T-Rex Arms dump pouch. Reason I wanted a dump pouch, two reasons. For one, when I go to the range and I'm out on the line practicing, I don't have to go back and forth grabbing extra mags every time I'm shooting. I can just throw all my extra mags in here. As I go through these, I can pull out of this. Or throw a water bottle in it if you want to do something like that also. My second reason behind it, and I didn't do it to hers just because she kind of doesn't have as much room, but I wanted, you're a one-man band when it comes to stuff like this. You're not working with a big support team and logistics behind you, that you need to be able to retain your mags. So if you have the ability to retain your mags in the event something bad happens, you just throwing your mags on the ground and now you make it back to your home or to your safe space, wherever the hell that is, and now you have no mags. Well, I have 100 mags stored up at home. Okay, well, one day you could run out. I want to be able to retain my mags. I want to be able to keep that stuff. Or maybe just along the way you find something you need to carry back with you that you could throw in the pouch also, whatever. So that's why I have a dump pouch on here. Both of us are running pretty much the same medical. Mine is made by LBX. Hers is made by LBT. It's the same company. It's just the LBX stuff is just sent overseas to be sewn, versus being actually made here in America. So you get it for a little bit cheaper of a price. But same pouches. With mine, I threw it's a Camelus fixed blade knife that I had laying around. It's not a crazy fancy knife. I just wanted to try out and see how I would like a fixed blade mounted back here. And it's mounted to a Blade Tech little piece here, so that way I can mount it to whatever belt I want. It's easy to just take off, and it's just mounted with 2 screws. I don't have a whole lot of fixed blade knives. Most of my knives are folders, but I figured I wanted to try it out, so I threw it on there. Both guns are running a Safariland, both belts are running a Safariland mid drop with the T-Rex arms thigh strap. The Safariland QLS I love because I have a bunch of different guns that I can shoot by switching out holsters. Glock, SIG, Smith & Wesson, whatever. I can quickly just swap out holsters when I go to the range. I'm not having to take an entire holster on and off the belt. Makes things a lot easier. Also, I forgot on hers. So these 2 pouches are both direct action gear pouches. One is like a tool pouch or a magazine pouch. Her duty belt, when she was in law enforcement, she kept a multi-tool in this spot. So she wanted to set up the belt pretty much the same way. So multi-tool pouch, tourniquet pouch. Tourniquet was mounted exactly in the same spot. And their mounting system is a little different. It's like paracord weave. They have different ways to attach their pouches. But direct action gear, I love their pouches. I got some of their pouches and some of their backpacks, and I'm a huge fan. Moving on, like I said, her holster setup is just the same. I'm running a tourniquet here on my old duty belt. When I was in corrections, I actually ran my tourniquet on a Snake Eater Tactical here on the belt. But on this one, I just got it dangling. Doesn't seem to get in the way or bother me or bind or anything like that where that one's at. But just another option. And then her gloves are hooked here off the same exact tool hook. That's pretty much it for these belts. Just kind of a quick overview of how I've set it up, how I wanted to run it, how hers is. And AWS is a really affordable option if you're looking at battle belt, pistol belt setups, especially with an inner belt. That's what I really wanted. I didn't want a big padded belt or anything like that. So more videos to come on gear that I'm running and things like that. And then I'll even do some videos on my thoughts behind some of this stuff. You know, why would I have this belt? Why do I have plate carriers? You know, why have hand tools when it comes to preparedness and not just everything in power tools and stuff like that. So yeah, more videos to come. Thanks for watching.